Really good.
That's cool. What are you going to read now?
Don't know. Maybe I'll finally tackle Lord of the Rings.
Really?
Let's see why not. Enjoyed The Hobbit.
Never really been interested in it. Sure?
Yeah.
I've got to warn you, it's a really big book.
This was a really big book.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it's a really big book.
Yeah, well, we all know I'm a quick reader.
Suppose. You sure?
Yeah.
Alright, that's cool. Go get it. So, how you getting on?
Yeah, good, yeah.
Yeah?
Mhm.
You enjoying it?
Mhm.
It's cool. Sure?
Mhm.
What's wrong?
Well, I don't want to complain or anything, but it's a really big book.
We told you so. Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here. What episode is it? 19.
19.
Right.
Cracking start.
Welcome, Strategy Battle Gamers, to another GBHL YouTube video. You're here with your host, GBHL Damian.
GBHL Tom.
And this is episode 19 of
The Palantir.
Oh, yes.
Yes, nearly at 20.
Nearly at 20, and what will that mean?
I think we said 25 we'd do something special.
Yeah, we'll let off a party popper or something.
Yeah. But we're not going to get to 20 soon.
Yeah, party poppers. Smell them.
No.
Oh, they're amazing. Best smell
I
ever.
don't really do parties.
Comment below. You really do parties? Never been invited.
I don't get invited to parties.
Yeah.
But we might not get to 20 soon. And it's all your fault, isn't it?
No, it's you again.
Yeah, it's me again.
Yep. You have some bad news, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm in America again. Not on holiday though. I'm going with work.
You don't know work. So what does this mean for the Palantir?
It means you're not going to get me next week or the week after. And
Possibly the week after.
Possibly,
we're not
yeah.
certain.
Yeah. Well, I'm going for a week and a half, so it just depends whether we can fit something in.
Yeah. So no Palantir next week. We apologise.
Yes.
Hopefully Palantir the week after.
Yeah, but could be touch and go. And it means that I'm not going to Mansfield with you. What now? What now?
Oh, that joke's not for the channel.
No.
It means you can't go to Mansfield.
No.
Which, what's Mansfield? Why are we talking about Mansfield?
God, we're rattling through what we're meant to talk about.
Oh, yeah, it's a segue.
So, segue. So the news. We should talk about next on Saturday. There is a tournament. It's JT's Awkward Battles in Huddersfield.
So this is tomorrow.
Yes,
Saturday,
tomorrow. Yeah. So it's sold out. So don't worry about rushing to buy a ticket. But good luck to all the guys there. It should be a fun event.
Second event of the year.
Yeah, second event of the year. It's the Battle of 18 Generals.
Yeah. How many people are in?
I don't know.
Cool. Is it worth 80 points?
It is worth 80 points. To
cool. Yes. So actually a slightly more fun event potentially.
Yeah.
Unless you're James Long, wow.
Why is he taking the
I mean, this is kind of on Friday, so yeah. I probably shouldn't give it away in case it's a surprise. But look out for James Long. I think I'm calling it.
Is he just bringing all Reavers?
No,
it's worse.
Not all Reavers, but it is absolute filth, and he is my tip for that tournament. Mainly because I know none of the other people going or what they're taking. So James Long's my buddy. We played last Friday. We had a practice game, and I beat his filth. You're not my buddy.
Okay.
You're not my buddy, guy.
That's how we get it in. Brilliant.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a really, really filthy army, but managed to come through. Yeah. Very chuffed. I did tailor against him, I have to say. Yeah. He said, please try and tailor against this.
Okay. So you took Ferals berserkers?
No, I took a good army.
Oh, okay.
Because he's got Reavers, so fight 5.
You said you weren't going to give it away.
Well, we knew he had Reavers. He's got worse than Reavers.
Okay. Anyway, I'll come back to a point after that. Yeah, I know I did the same. I reached for the.
Are we allowed to drink before we do that?
No, not really. But yes, the point of the segue earlier is that the weekend after that, it's the doubles tournament in Mansfield at Slayer Gaming.
Cool.
That's a 2-day event, and it's 1,000 points, isn't it?
Yeah, it's 1,000 points total. Yeah.
So 500 each, and that's sold out as well.
Yeah. So 2 cool events coming up.
Yeah,
Probably before the next Palantir. So
Yeah,
good luck to JT for tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope your tournament goes really well. And yeah, good luck to everyone going.
Yeah.
And probably Mansfield as well. Good luck to Tom and Dan and everyone else at Slayer. And I'll be there for that one.
Yeah.
Really looking forward to that and going with Billy.
Yeah.
And should have a good laugh. So yeah, those are the upcoming tournaments.
And I was going to make a comment in that whoever wins or does well at Huddersfield, who was also at the first event, will be top of the league. Because they'll have played more events.
Oh, I see, yeah. I don't know how much crossover there is.
Billy.
Ed's not going, is he?
No. I don't think so.
Billy. Billy could be top of the league.
Yeah.
Go for it, Billy. It's my doubles partner.
Yeah.
I need to boost him. So, yes. Those are the upcoming tournaments.
Yeah.
Good luck to all involved.
Now, before we die of thirst.
Yeah, absolutely. It is time for... It's not a special... This isn't a special tea toast.
No, this isn't. Well,
discussion, discussion of a special tea toast.
Yeah.
So, this is to Dave Fredericks and Kev Lawrence.
Yeah,
of
Shadow and Flame. Our epic channel sponsors.
Yeah, they are 2 wonderful chaps. I don't know if this means... Does this mean it multiplies? Do they now have to pass it on to 2 people? Oh, God. Think about that. No, Shadow and Flame is an entity.
Yeah,
so I know Dave watches. I'm not sure if Kev watches, but Dave, it's up to you to pass on the tea toast to whoever you see fitting, because it was passed to you by Matt Davis in
some style,
spectacular fashion.
Yes.
If you didn't see, he posted it to the group. Go and check him out. It's Generation Shift.
We should put a link in the. You should put a link in the video. We should get Jamie to put a link in the video.
You know what, Tom? You can put links in the videos. That's done after the editing. All right, you can do that. You just log into the channel, put the links in yourself.
Be in America.
We will try and put a link down below. Do you want to know something? No, that's fine. I'll try and remember to put a link down below.
Are you grumpy?
I am now. Yeah. Whenever you give me a list of things to do, the thing about editing is it's too quick. That's what I always think. It doesn't take up enough of my evening. Okay. So I like you to extend it and make it longer.
I was under the impression you did it all at work. Anyway.
But yeah, so go if it's not in the below, go and check out Generation Shift's YouTube channel, and it's called Tea Toast and Plugs. Yeah. And it was beautiful. It's a little kind of 5-minute video of him doing a tea toast and referencing the joke from last week that he had plugs on his channel. Yeah. Well done, Matt. Thank you.
Much better than any Palantir sketch you're going to get.
Yeah, which isn't hard.
No.
Because, that wins the award. Our inaugural
Best Tea Toast
award for Best Tea Toast video. So that's what's before you. Maybe Dave's doing his new tutorials, isn't he?
Yeah, he could do a tea toast video.
How to make a cup of tea conversion tutorial.
Yeah, that should be
a thing, man.
If you get tea toasted, you have to say how you do the tea toast. There's a very funny video. I don't know what the name of the comedian is, doing a rap about tea. I probably shouldn't give the link because there's lots of naughty words in it.
It's not suitable.
But it's very funny.
So thanks for that, Matt. And Kevin, Dave, here's to you. What have you got there in mug review?
I've got a spotted.
It's Kath Kidson, isn't it?
Kath Kidson, yeah.
I think I've got Kath Kidson. Have we had these before?
I've had that one certainly. Yeah. This is just another variant, but
flowery Kath Kidson for you there.
Chosen for the volume of tea that you can get in these.
A lot of tea. It's good.
We needed a lot of tea.
As said, this will not last forever. We are running out of mugs.
I got one at work.
Yeah, bring it. Bring it, please.
It's actually got a story behind it as well.
Brilliant. That's exactly what we need. Yeah. And they will have been waiting 2 or 3 weeks, so they'll be very excited. We're going to need a really good mug.
That's the gift that I bring back from America. A mug.
Yeah. Yeah, I need more mugs. We don't need more mugs. No.
Cool. So that's the tea toast. So comment review. And what did we talk about last week?
We talked about the new releases. The White Council.
White Dwarf. Oh, which reminds me.
Oh yeah.
If you want a copy, they should still be around for a day or so, depending on how quickly they run out in the Games Workshops.
Go and get it.
But you can also get them online after they're out.
Support your hobby on it.
But yeah, very cool pictures. I don't know how well I'm showing this.
Yeah, that looks good.
And a very good scenario, which has already been play tested by.
Yeah, kudos to Sam and
Page.
Mid Sussex Wargamers. Go and check out their channel.
Yeah, they did a bat rep, didn't they?
They did a bat rep for it on Sunday. So the White Dwarf came out on Saturday and they had a bat rep uploaded, so really well done there. I know Sam was rushing to get his Necromancer painted because he finally had a reason.
Yeah, I mean, we talking about bat reps actually, because there haven't been that many on the channel lately. There are a lot in the backlog that have been filmed. It's just getting around to editing them. They take so long. Yeah, now Jamie's back in the game.
He posted a thing up saying that I think he said he was enjoying editing again, or he was finally editing again, which he'll be
That'll last long.
after each. But I think we've got about 10 bat reps, something like that, have all been shot.
Yeah.
So you're going to get so bored of bat reps, to be honest.
Yeah.
So hold out for that, but they are coming.
Just dropped your White Dwarfs.
Alright. And yeah, do go and get that White Dwarf, because whilst it's not up to, you know, White Dwarf of ye olden days, it's probably the best White Dwarf coverage the Hobbit's had since, I don't know, the Beowulf issue.
Yeah.
So you get a brand new scenario, you get some tactics for the White Council, all their rules, which you probably have, and some nice pictures, but, you know, just go out and get it.
What else did we talk about? Anything else?
We talked about the big German hoo-ha,
we did.
awarding theme points for when you're going to tournaments for the armies you bring.
And we're more and more coming around to that idea for the fun events, the 80-point tournaments, and more specifically for a tournament that we will be hosting.
We are indeed. And it has a name. It didn't have a name last time.
No, it didn't. It does now.
This is very exciting for us. Should we announce it?
Yeah.
Yeah? I mean, it's kind of announced on the Facebook page. But yes, we should do this. It's our show. It's our tournament.
Yeah.
We are running a doubles tournament at Titans Wargame Club.
Other tournaments are available.
Yeah. Like the ones we talked about.
Yeah.
At Titans Wargames Club on the May Bank Holiday weekend, which is the
24th
and 25th of May.
Sunday, Monday.
Yeah. Sunday, Monday, very important. It's a bank holiday, so don't get that confused. It's not
No.
we've got dates wrong or anything. We're running doubles tournament. We haven't released the rules pack yet. We're kind of beavering away on that.
We are massively excited about it then.
Yeah, and it's called the 7 Stones.
We'll give you 7 seconds to work that one out. I don't get it.
Don't know.
Yeah.
What could that refer to? Don't know, but yeah, that's what we're called. And of course, it's going to be themed around these 7 mysterious stones.
Yeah.
And the whole thing's got a nice theme to it. And we're quite excited about what we're coming up with.
Yeah, and can we talk about some of this stuff?
I suppose so. What kind of stuff?
I don't know, like the format, because that's quite different.
You're out there, isn't it? I think maybe we should get them to pay first.
And what about the numbers?
The numbers, yeah. So for reasons that should probably remain a secret for now.
It's going to be obvious once we... Okay.
I don't think it is. No one's got it. I don't know. Maybe. We had to have 16 people. 16 teams.
Yeah.
It had to be 16.
Yeah.
And we are delighted to say thank you so much that there was a huge, great take-up on it. And obviously these people, they're not confirmed, but can reserve places. And those 16 places went in an evening.
Yeah,
which was great.
We hadn't even put the rules back up or anything. It was just
we were worried because it was doubles,
yeah.
which traditionally gets a slightly smaller uptake. That getting 32 people would be tough, and it was quite the opposite. And other people wanted to come along, so we are going to extend it.
Yes, but we can't, because of the way the tournament is going to be run. We need it now to be 24.
Yeah.
So it can't really be in between. 20 would work
potentially.
So 16. If we hit the milestone of 20, then that's good, but 24 is where we need to get.
And I think we've got about 22 on reserves. So if you are interested, go over to the page on the Great British Hobby Facebook page and sign up there.
Yeah.
And then I think I said like the rules pack will be out in about a month or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. But with you being away in America, it might be a bit.
Yeah.
But somewhere around that. But we're very excited about it.
We are doing the rules pack. We've got it in our head. It's just formatting it nicely and making it sound nice.
And we've done some cool things, done some play testing, and we're
Yeah.
very excited about the various ideas we've got. We think it'll be a bit different.
Yeah, and we're hoping that there's going to be some very cool prizes.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Plan.
So see if you can guess the theme.
Yeah. Is there anything else we want to mention about it?
Especially, you should go to it. It'll be
There'll
really
be a
good.
pub quiz.
There will be a Fiendish Finchley pub quiz.
Themed pub quiz.
It's, as I said, it's happening at Titans War Games Club in Finchley. So thanks to Chris and Damian.
Yes.
They're giving us a big hand of it. But they're having a day off essentially. In fact, Damian's having a week off because he's on holiday.
Yeah, he's away, sadly.
But yeah,
But Chris will be playing.
Absolutely. Be lots and lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Hope.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, be there.
Yeah.
Or be somewhere else.
Okay, so yeah, comments from last week. Oh, we talked about different types of SBG in the comment section, didn't we?
Yes.
We talked about Game of Thrones SBG. Is that that's what
we did,
about?
and a couple of people said that they thought that would be a decent idea.
Yeah.
But, wasn't a lot expanded on that.
No. And Lonely Brick asked whether it would be good to have a Narnia SBG.
Oh.
I think because I think we said that Game of Thrones would act like a historical war
Yeah.
game, but Narnia is quite similar to Lord of the Rings in that it has men, but it also has other creatures. Let's say centaurs for cavalry, or there's things like leopards and things, jaguars. Yeah, and they can be like cavalry knocking things down. But then you've got trolls, essentially giants.
Tilda Swinton.
Spellcasters, the White Witch. I think it worked really well.
Yeah. You a big fan of it? Big fan of Narnia?
Yeah, I was as a kid. I really liked the books.
Have you seen the films?
Yeah.
Like them?
Yeah, they're
Not
not
rubbish.
they're
Lucy
alright.
was alright. Who's the older one?
The younger girl,
Yeah.
Susan.
Susan.
She was
And then
she was at Oxford when I was there. I
Really?
used to see her running around.
seriously.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it was the oldest boy who was awful.
Peter.
Yeah, he was rubbish.
Edward was alright, but he just has to be a pain in the backside.
I just think they were quite. They are what they are, but they're quite kind of.
You don't think they're as good as
Sanitised
the Harry
versions.
Potter actors say?
No, I think the Harry Potter actors were better.
Yeah.
But it's just quite a sanitised world. I think I don't
Mhm.
know. It wouldn't massively interest me, but yeah, you're right. It's the right kind of scale again and stuff.
Yeah.
Could have Liam Neeson in there. That'd be cool.
You want Liam Neeson?
He was Aslan.
Yeah, but wait, I thought you meant as his role in something else.
Oh no, it was a kind of Liam Neeson was in the
Okay.
films.
Not a taken Liam Neeson.
Yeah,
Just
well,
he is just
It would be
Sauron.
good to have Liam Neeson in it as Liam Neeson. I think that'd be quite good. Liam Neeson moves in. He'd be like Smell. Liam Neeson, I win. I will find you and I will kill you. Be great.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe we don't make a Liam Neeson game.
Liam Neeson SBG.
Yeah.
Imagine that. That'd be great. Super badass guy.
Yeah, well, actually, we talked about the White Dwarf before, but we didn't actually talk. Some people commented on how they found the looks of the models. And,
Oh yeah, because we'd only seen the leaked pictures.
yeah.
So how do you feel about them now? Any changes?
No, I don't think I feel any different, really. Do you?
I know Elrond got quite a negative reaction from that photo on the website. Who was it? Saying he looks odd and he was in an odd pose, but he looks a lot better in White Dwarf, I think.
Yeah.
I still like Elrond.
Yeah, I think that one's cool.
Still not keen on Galadriel.
I think the paint job doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, potentially. There was a strange thing about that with people knocking paint jobs on Facebook, which I don't really agree with. I think they might. There's some paint jobs that don't maybe do the models justice, but I still think they're very well painted.
But yeah, if you go back to early White Dwarfs or Battle Games in Middle Earth, some of them aren't great paint jobs either, and you still want the model.
Yeah.
But yeah, David Whittaker made a comment about Galadriel looking like she'd crawled out of the telly. A dodgy video.
After someone watched the dodgy
VHS
VHS tape, yeah, absolutely. It's an Ingu. What's her name? I want to say Samara, it's not, is it?
I told you I don't like horror films.
You'd love it. It's not at all freaky and horrible. Yeah, that is one of. I remember seeing that in the
Did we
cinema.
talk about horror films on? Was that just us talking on this sofa, or was it us talking?
It's very hard to
on
say.
the
I
Palantir?
lose track of when this thing's on.
I know.
Yeah, the seeing that in about 2002 when she crawls out the telly. Whoa, did not enjoy. Would not recommend to a friend. Didn't sleep for a week.
Okay.
But yes, Dave Wicker, that
last
is
week when I was deliberating over my army.
that is indeed what Galadriel looks like. You could paint her as what's her name? Something like that. It's obviously not Somalia. Comment below. What's the name?
Correct, Damian. That could be a new segment.
Yeah. Why was Damian wrong this week? Let me count the ways.
Oh dear. Talking of correct.
Talking of being wrong, yeah. These are all our opinions. They are just what we think. They're not representative. Yeah, boom. They're not representative of the GBHL League or the YouTube channel or any other body or institution you may have heard of in your life. Royal Mail, for example. We don't speak for them.
Yeah, I was actually gonna segue into another Damian bash.
Okay.
Does Damian bash? Well, not bash, but Damian comment. Does Damian ever wear T-shirts?
Do I ever wear T-shirts?
Yeah, that's from 19 marker 91.
Yes. No. What's that about?
I don't know. You always wear these kind of shirts.
You mean a shirt?
Yeah, shirt.
These kind of. I did the.
Yeah, but I mean that these kind of shirts. I'm kind of cool, but I'm not cool shirts.
That's what this is it?
Yeah. This is a work shirt.
Yeah, cover your ears, Palantir views. What? What is that shirt? Look, firstly, I don't think he was judging the shirts. He was just saying, did I ever wear T-shirts?
Okay.
Who is this?
I thought that was implicit there.
19 Mark F91.
If anyone.
I did the Palantir about 2 weeks ago in a T-shirt.
Did you?
The Disney one. Great.
You wear the GBHL shirt, don't you?
Not one.
T-shirt.
Go back and watch the Palantir. I remember this because I was editing last week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the previous on the Palantir bit. I'm sure I'm in a T-shirt now.
Oh yeah, no, you are right. Yes.
I've got a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah, you've got Jurassic Park T-shirts. Yeah. You wear quite a lot.
One from you.
Yes.
Do
you ever wear non-novelty T-shirts? Now that's a question.
Or like just plain T-shirts?
Yeah.
I've always got something on it.
Without something film related on it.
I've got some good subtle T-shirts, like subtle reference T-shirts. Maybe I'll wear a T-shirt next week. That'll be fun, won't it? Yeah. There is no next week.
T-shirt review.
T-shirt review. We're going to have to move on. Yes, I do wear T-shirts, but I prefer wearing shirts.
Okay.
Shirts.
Cool.
I wear shirts more often. So, thanks.
Good.
Next week, pants.
No shirt whatsoever. Oh, I'm being cold.
You're being cold?
Cold.
Is it Emma?
No. Hello. Hello. How are you? Yeah, did we talk about fluff last week?
Yeah, because we were talking about that competitiveness, weren't we?
Yeah, that was with the
points from the sportsmanship stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Ian Marley made a comment on saying it's fine because we talked about the Knight of the Pelennor. Yeah. He's fine with that example.
Should he be your leader in an army with Theoden and so on and so forth?
Yeah. Yeah,
because Ian was saying that he likes to take fluffy armies, but would always take Knight of the Pelennor.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want to take a fluffy army at the expense of it not being able to do what it's meant to do. So I think he was saying he'd take All Rise Rohan and have Knight of the Pelennor and have Sons of Aegle so that allows the army to do the kind of glorious Rohan charge thing. Yeah. But he still thinks they should be constrained by some kind of theme.
Yeah. Yeah. And Ollie from the Hobbit Tabletop League said that players did complain about unthemed armies in Germany.
Yeah, this is where the thing in Germany came from. That it wasn't like kind of, it didn't come from above, being enforced on people as a kind of you have to do this. A lot of people were complaining about unthemed armies.
And complaining about it when they did a tournament that was good versus good or evil versus evil.
Yeah. So that's good. It's come from the community.
Yeah, it's much better.
Which again shows the difference because again, I think fairly clearly over here there's not that same desire or mass feeling against them in the same sort of way. Yeah. It's quite interesting.
And I guess the quote that he provided is if I want to mix everything I'll go and play Warhammer.
Yeah, that's what the people were saying. So I think they kind of did that in order to basically keep the SPG community going. Yeah. It's a good thing.
Yeah. So then there's we've got some more comments on kind of profiles or things like that. Matt Rondeau thinks that what does he think? Games Workshop should start to listen to the fans and make releases.
Yeah, like
based
other
on
companies.
That. Yes.
But said he thinks they've started to do that.
Yeah.
In things with things such as the downloadable PDFs for the heroes and villains.
Yeah.
And things like that, and something
definitely
else. I
listen
thought,
to that.
the survey. They were doing a survey on the website.
Yeah, and the FAQ as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, and they started to do it with the FAQ as well with Simon Grant.
Yeah, Simon's been great at kind of getting involved on the FAQ page. Anyone who doesn't know, Simon is the guy in charge of Lord of the Rings-ish Hobbit stuff. He's one of the games designers.
The rules. The rules.
Yeah, he wrote the Battle of Five Armies supplement and a lot of stuff that came before it. And he does the he does the FAQs. Are we on the wonk?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. We've been on. I don't know if we've been on the wonk for
no, I think
the
it was
duration.
I think it was just when you hit it then.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's been very good at coming into the page and doing it. And then our community FAQ, he's taken that and put those things into the official FAQ. So we've had kind of feedback that's directly led into the game, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
As for the other stuff, they were talking about releasing new profiles and stuff and scenarios as PDFs. Like, should they? Yeah. But will they? I don't know. Probably not. They're a company
concentrating on other stuff with these people's time.
Yeah, they're a company that are there to sell miniatures, and they produce all their rules and all their books to sell miniatures. And so if there aren't new miniatures to release, then no, they probably won't do it.
Yeah,
but it's cool to see them doing some stuff, like the scenario in White Dwarf.
I think what would be cool is if you had kind of the Games Workshop release the models, but then you have, like you do for Model Railways, you have like a series of competitors who are trying to talk about it. So you have the different magazines or whatever.
All the historical ranges.
Yeah, all that kind of thing.
You make historical models, and then it's up to you to come up with the rule set.
Yeah.
Oh, possibly. There will, of course, become a time when the game's not on sale, the models are available, and who knows what will happen. But when the rules are not on sale, but the models are available. Is that what I said?
Yeah.
So
well,
you can
I don't think you said that, but
that's what I meant. So that you have your collection and you can get them off eBay,
yeah.
but you can't get the rules anymore. And then it'll be interesting to see where the whole thing goes.
Yeah. Yes, but that's not a discussion for now. Yeah, and then Majora Major. I don't know how you've. Have you written that name correctly?
I think so. Master. Isn't it Master with an H?
I don't know.
I think that's right.
Here you are.
What does he say?
He says that I can't remember if we talked about this last time, but he's talking about the hobby being quite expensive in terms of the startup costs. I guess if you've not got anyone modelling in your family, then it is.
Yeah, it was a defence of GW. It was potentially why people might not be taking up the hobby, because reasons they might not be taking up the hobby are that it's a phenomenal startup cost. I was thinking this the other day. I was at the Oxford Street store and they had a Smaug in the window, which was amazing. It wasn't painted, but it was a sideboard, and it's the first time I've seen it, and it's huge. Yeah. I mean, I know everyone knows it's huge, but it's really really big. It looked awesome, and I remember thinking, imagine if you're a fan of The Hobbit, just the film, you walk past, you go, oh, that's really cool, and you go, hang on, that smells really cool. How much? And they go, £295. I go, well, it's been lovely to meet you. Yeah. And they had, and there is that startup cost.
Yeah, because if you went in and the Balrog was in the window, and they originally they'd have said £35-40, and then you're like, okay.
But if you want to get into it, and I've been in GWs when people are coming for the first time, it goes, right, so what do I need? And you go, we need the £75 box to start with. It's like, okay, that's got everything. Well, it's got everything except your paint. So you need the £20 paint set, and that's got all the paints I need. It's got like 10 paints. Yeah. You'll do your goblins, but you'll need more for the dwarves. And that kind of, you get one brush, and you'll probably need about 4 brushes, and you need the files, the glue. And it does have a huge startup cost. But what was quite interesting, my cousin got into it a few years ago. He was 10 at the time, I think, possibly 9. And I remember saying to his mum, I'm really sorry about, you know, my influence on this. And she said it's cheaper than skiing. She said, yeah, she genuinely said that his hobby before had been skiing, so going to the local ski thing, and it's cheaper than that in terms of buying the gear and how regular they were going. Which it was interesting to me. I thought, you know, I didn't see that kind of, I hadn't had that kind of thing. But, yes, but that doesn't, what Majora's comment doesn't take into account, is that that's exactly the same for 40k in fantasy.
Yeah, and the same as it was 15 years ago. Yeah,
so it doesn't necessarily say about the Lord of the Rings. But he was basically saying, and I think defending GW is a perfectly fine thing to do on it, that given that all the years without the films, they actually did a pretty damn good job of supporting it. And they did. And they have now, they've done, you know, I'm so pleased they did the Hobbit range, you know, it's given it a complete shot in the arm.
They spotted it so well that they did things that you'd never expect, like the Mahud. And Bubble God made a comment on that saying, you know...
That's not Bubble God's real name.
Okay, Phyllis.
Don't know. We know who you are. We won't say, because clearly, but... Rhymes with B.O. But yeah,
the one from James's dwarf and
Bayo. Yeah, it's great to have you on the Palantir, Phyllis.
He said that he'd rather, you know, they released all this Mahud or whatever, and he'd much preferred if they'd done a whole source book on High Elves.
I completely agree with that. Absolutely agree with that.
And he said they'd have sold, like, I don't know what he said, hotcakes, but it wasn't hotcakes.
Like really, really warm cakes.
Yeah.
But the ones that aren't hot enough.
They'll sell like your t-shirts.
Yeah, they will. I've got loads of them. The irony is I've got hundreds of t-shirts. Okay. I've got tons of t-shirts. Okay. But I just, more than I'll ever wear.
Yeah.
It's true.
But I think a High Elf book would be... Oh, man.
It's Jamie.
Well,
do you want to hear what Jamie says?
Yeah.
Live GBHL Jamie.
Go on. What does he say?
He says...
Is it swearing?
No, it's good news. We've talked about it already. He says, you can delete the back reps on the camera now. I've got a copy on my laptop and my PC.
Get in.
2 copies. See, that's how conscientious we are.
Yeah.
Make sure we got it backed up. So, live back rep updates.
So you never delete anything by accident?
Can't happen. Thanks, Jamie. Should I tell him he's on the Palantir?
Yeah.
Go on.
Oh, you want me to talk?
Yeah.
What would be in the High Elves book?
Yeah, the High Elves book.
Because, the other elven troops are a lot more fleshed out. The Wood Elves and Galatharim. And yeah, I mean, because if you if you combine it with the Hobbit Elves, at least you've got the cavalry there. Because it's...
Yeah.
I think that's fairly themed, and it's only because of the licensing reasons that they can't make it into one list as Rivendell.
Yeah.
But, you know, that's fairly easy to put together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it needs another troop type, because they've just got the spear, shield, elf blade and bow. It needs something else.
Other elves?
Yeah.
Just different kinds of elves.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would far rather they'd done that and a Rohan expansion than the kind of canned and so. I mean, I like those bits and they're fun, but they always feel like GW bits to me rather than feeling like Lord of the Rings.
But they've got because I think that was Matt Ward's influence, wasn't it? That he did all those kind of books at that time. But I don't know, a Rohan. I mean, you had the Two Towers Journey book.
So he says, "Oh goody, is Tom still texting your wife? Jerk! You are a jerk."
Oh dear.
The Journey book's very good.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of Rohan in the Two Towers. Is what I mean. Do you then need a Rohan source book?
Yeah, I just think
it would have been cool with the Throngle and things like that.
Yeah, it just needs the. I think you need the potential to make them into armies. That's where all this stuff came from.
There was Gondor in Flames, so there was a Gondor one.
It's just that I think that's where all these things came from, when they were they stopped it being about a skirmishing game and they wanted you to build an army. And so they needed different troop types like Ferrolyricae and Outriders and Sons of Eleanor. Yeah. Which is all fine. Yeah. But yeah, it would have been nice. That was also tied into another comment, wasn't it, about the biggest regret?
No, that is the comment.
Oh, was that Phyllis? Yeah. Yeah. So what he asked, what was our biggest regret?
Yeah.
That was never made.
So his was High Elves.
Yeah.
What do we?
They made a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of people say Hyles and Numenor.
Yeah.
Stuff from the Last Alliance,
Because
but then they're
they were
not
first.
in the film for very long, which kind of makes sense.
I mean, lots of people now would also say the dwarves from the Battle of the Five Armies.
Potentially, but keep our fingers crossed for that.
Yeah. Is there anything from the Lord of the Rings time? That
I would have liked a Thorin in his coat,
right,
like the one that's in the Alternate Company.
Yes.
Because I don't particularly like the plastic Thorin.
Yes.
And that would have been really cool. The Thorin going into Rivendell, where he's standing on the rock, he's got an axe in his hand and a sword in his hand, and he looks awesome, and it's crying out to be turned into a model. That would have been cool.
But that's not like a whole army that wasn't done enough.
I don't think there are. There's not. I don't know. For me, at least, there's not huge gaps in it. There's definitely a few things now after Battle of the Five Armies that I'm kind of like I would like, but I'm not going. Armoured Azog and stuff.
Yeah.
I would have liked. There's a few gaps like an unridden white warg and Azog with both arms and those sort of things. Like.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're just poses and things like that.
Well, I don't have a kind of. Oh, I wish they'd done that.
Gandalf on Eagle.
Yeah, Gandalf on Eagle. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I think we've been ultimately. It's like picking up on Majora's comment that I think we've been pretty well served.
They've done most of it.
He also Majora made the point that the player base is quite small.
Yeah.
And he's kind of not making these figures up, but having to make a huge estimate.
Yeah,
about
he's
this.
had a shot.
But he reckons there's about 3,000 active SBG players worldwide, and he based that on the fact that we've got. I mean, I personally think it's more. I think he says it could be up to 5,000.
It's going to be on the 10,000.
Yeah, but we've got 2,500 subscribers.
Yeah.
The Facebook page is it 1,000 people on there?
Yeah.
Something like that. And the One Ring, I remember, has got something like 6,000 registered users. Now, obviously, all those users aren't active, but it gives you some idea of the numbers you're talking about. And bear in mind that if you're playing this game, where there's not a lot of people, you're probably seeking out the One Ring and the Facebook group and the channel.
Though I probably wouldn't. I mean, when I was playing originally, before I went to the tournament at Games Workshop in Nottingham, I just played with my friend Christopher, and I didn't feel a need at all to ever think about other players.
Yeah. I mean, there's obviously going to be more and a lot that aren't on those things, but I think in these days most people gravitate towards forums and Facebook and stuff, and YouTube and find those things. And it is interesting when you look at those numbers, like because there aren't competitors.
No.
There was the One Ring, the Last Alliance, but most people had an account for both.
Yeah.
And there's not really another big, alternate channel. All the people who watch this channel also watch the other Lord of the Rings ones. I don't think you pick one or the other. So it does, to be fair, it does give you that kind of suddenly. It's like, if there are only 1,000 people on the Great British Hobby Facebook page, maybe that is the amount of people who are interested in playing it.
I think it's harder to find than Facebook page.
Yeah, of course it is. But all those sort of things, it does give you an idea that there's not hundreds of thousands of people out there.
And especially with the sales figures for Desolation of Smaug.
Yeah, supposedly the source book sold in the hundreds.
Yeah.
And that then, from a business perspective, you think about how many hundreds of thousands of people play Fantasy in 40k. Yeah. Of course you would. So I agree with that to a certain extent. And it's a shame, but GW just aren't going to make those big expansions.
Yeah. We also got asked about profiles needing upgrading. That Smaug shows that things like the Balrog, we kind of said it before, that the Balrog needs upgrading. This was from Acton. But he's kind of asked us the wider question of which profiles we'd update.
So,
and I guess from the point of view of making them more feasible to take rather than the other way around, trying to stop people taking them. To update. So obviously, Third and alerts, yada yada yada. They always seem to be the two key ones. They're pretty obvious. Yeah, and Durrell. This has been the hardest.
This has been the worst. Who is it? Alright, we're cutting.
Hello.
Okay, so the obvious ones that people always talk about are things like Theoden and Lurtz.
Yeah.
So they're...
Yeah, we don't need to go into
Theoden's overpriced. You could do with some will and a special rule.
Lurtz should just be a bit better.
Lurtz is alright. This came up again this week. I quite like him.
Yeah,
He's doing tournaments. He gets a shield for free.
He's not bad.
No, he's not bad.
People think he should be a bit beefier.
Yeah.
And more points.
You want him... What's the counter
Like
argument?
the Shagrat.
Yeah, you
profile.
want a bit beefy Shagrat, but the counter argument is always that Aragorn's knackered when he fights him.
Yeah.
Which is why he's got a chance. But yeah, he should be slightly better.
Yeah. Or at least with his bow. Swap him.
Yeah.
Swap
Vrasku
his rules
rule.
for Vrasku. Yeah.
Or a Narzug rule would be good. 3 might point.
Ooh.
Because Narzug, have you ever played against Narzug?
Yes.
That rule is horrendous.
Yeah.
If you imagine like you've hit something,
Yeah.
and you use, say whatever strength 2 weight, you need
Yeah.
6 by 5. If he rolls a 5,
Yeah.
he's then needing just a 4 on the next
Yeah.
one to do a
Yeah.
wound on like your leader or something.
Yeah.
It's a really good rule.
Yeah, maybe Lurtz should have that.
That'd be good.
Good idea.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I hope you're listening. Whoever. Lurtz. The Lurtz Council.
Lurtz Council.
Who else, Tom?
Well,
Let's try and do some ones that people don't talk about.
I think no one ever talks about the Knight of the Palantir, do they? I timed that well, so you had to
Okay.
email.
No, not the Palantir, who is slightly overpriced, but fine.
No, he's not
It's that
overpriced.
Isn't it?
Comparing me against 3 attack heroes, he is not overpriced.
Yeah, because this is an interesting thing that you're looking into at the moment. That what is it that 3 attack heroes pay a premium just for being 3 attack heroes?
3 attack, 3 wounds.
If you get 3 attacks and 3 wounds,
Yes.
you don't just add on the extra point for the wound. You add on something.
Yeah, about 10 points premium.
About 10 points.
Yeah.
So that would also mitigate something about my theory that Thor and Thrain are overcosted.
Yeah, I mean they still are
They
relative
still are,
to
but
Thorin. But
they should
Thorin
be-
is very...
Thorin's cheap.
You might see.
You might say.
Thorin is very well pointed relative to other 3 attack, 3 wound heroes.
Well, maybe we'll look forward to that at some point.
So, yeah, Knight of the Palantir is fine as he is.
Okay.
He's a very good profile.
Because he is, I think when I worked it out, he's 10 points too expensive.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, then he's fine.
Yeah, though I am kind of using him as and Shagrat as the type examples.
Okay.
Because
Cool.
they're the only ones where you have a reference
What
point.
do you mean you are using that? In what?
To that.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one's Faramir.
Oh, because they've got a smaller profile
Yeah,
that
then
you
you
can
can-
scale them
yeah.
up. Oh, interesting.
The other one's Faramir, Captain of Athelion, which the profile no longer exists. It's just a bit trickier because he has a banner special rule, which is a bit
Yeah,
iffy.
is that worth 25 or is it worth 5?
Yeah, and then it gets all iffy.
Cool.
But anyway, Andrew
Andrew.
is brilliant, but far too expensive.
Because it's 75 points.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
make it 25.
Because the argument is always that Dwalin
Yeah, gets
it
for
for
5 points.
10 essentially.
Oh, yeah.
Because he pays 5 points for
Yeah.
strength 5.
The only things that Andrew is worth it relative to a burly 2-handed weapon is the Balrog.
But then Dwalin's better against
Most other stuff, yeah.
against anything that's
Yeah.
defense 4.
Yeah.
No, defense 3.
3. Yeah.
And he gets, so Dwalin essentially gets exactly the same special rule, kind of,
Yeah.
for 10 points. So yeah, it should be. And suddenly then, your Aragorn with Mighty Hero,
Yeah,
the cheap
lesser,
shiny sword,
Yeah.
becomes amazing.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Because
that.
it's a shame that you don't see many LSRs, you always see the Strider version. Just
And the
'cause
problem isn't LSR, is it?
No.
It's,
it's Andrew
Andrew,
being
yeah.
prohibitively expensive.
okay.
You've mentioned Thor on Thrain.
Mirkwood spiders.
Yes.
Surely to goodness.
Possibly the worst. I think
remember-
they get the award for the worst in terms of being overpointed.
I don't know quite when we would have talked about this. I mean, we obviously have at tournaments and stuff. I don't know if we ever have on a video. Maybe the guys did with Battle of 5 Armies Week, but
Yeah.
I remember last year, before Christmas, being so excited about the new spiders. At the time we thought they were going to be plastic,
Yeah.
and thinking, I'm going to get these new spiders and I'll get loads of them.
And get the
And then-
scenario done.
Yeah, and it'll be great, and it'll be really fluffy and
Yeah.
everything. And then what did we see first? The
Desolation
models.
Survival.
We saw the models
Yeah.
first.
Because we got
Before we had
you
the
got
book.
the book before the film came out.
Yeah.
as
So
well.
you then see the models, and they were £22 for 2 in fine cost. And you're like,
Did we know that straight away? Maybe we did.
You knew the
because
prices
they came-
before you had the book, because it was in that first
Yeah,
wave.
yeah,
It all came
yeah,
out together,
yeah.
so you would have seen the models. It's like, oh god, they're expensive. So.
Yeah, but at least they'll be good.
Yeah, at least they'll be good. At least,
They'll be
they're
monsters,
£11
they're
each
base, they're
on a
lovely
monster
monsters.
base. They're going to be good. And then you look at the profile, and I just don't understand.
Yeah, and because it's an interesting point, isn't it? Because Simon didn't write everything in the Desolation.
No, Desolation Smoke
there
was a
somebody
combination.
else, and it wasn't Adam Troke either.
Robin Criddus wrote something, I remember him saying, or at least had input in it.
Yeah. Because let's just assume that wasn't Simon, because usually he makes sane decisions.
Oh, yeah. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we're misunderstanding, I don't know, but...
I mean, Paralyze is amazing, but it's
Paralyze
just,
is a great
if you
spell.
couple that with the 5+ shooting and the whatever 6 range hit.
It's a 6-inch range, which means, picture the scene, to cast it, if you want to hit on a 5+, you need to have ended the previous turn within 6 inches of your opponent.
And then heroic move.
And then 1 priority, so that you don't move. Or, lost priority.
Yeah. Oh, and they come into 6 inches.
Got to within 6 inches, at which point you'll need a 6 to hit.
Yeah.
So that's one of the problems with the paralyze. But of course, if you get enough of them, you'll get a paralyze.
You'll get one.
But you're probably not going to have enough of them because they're quite expensive. And then, bear in mind the previous the giant spiders are 20 points.
Yeah.
These guys are 25.
No, they both have 2 attacks, 1 wound.
I think you got 2 wounds.
Oh, they're 2 wounds. Both 2/2.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Both 2 attacks, 2 wounds. But the Merkwood spiders are more expensive.
Yeah.
They lose 2 inches of movement.
Yeah.
They lose the special rule about going over terrain.
Yeah.
They lose a point of fight, don't they?
Yeah.
I think they're going into 3. Maybe a point of courage.
And then they lose the base. Well, they have a
And
huge
then they
base.
get a monster base
but
to
no
get
monster
swamped,
rules.
but don't get monster rules. It's like, and they're more expensive. Like, I don't get it. I just do not get it.
Yeah.
And so you're like going, these are expensive, but at least the rules will be great, and they'll make me have that dilemma. And then you look at the rules and you go, no, they're rubbish.
If they gave them monster, then that'd be something. Because
very
you get
cheap
swamped.
little
But
monsters.
if they actually win the fight, they can hurl and cause carnage.
If they were monsters, they'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Because 25-point monster.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
And then they'd get targeted and taken down, but they'd be a threat as opposed to it's just a 25.
And I got my 2 to put in my trees, and I love them. But how many Merkwood spiders have you seen at a tournament?
Only at the Games Workshop one where they were in the spider-infested woods.
It was at Stockport, wasn't it?
Oh.
It was a Hunter Rock Army at
Yeah, it
Stockport.
was
who had
George
one, I think.
Seagull.
Yeah.
I don't know if it did him any good.
But yeah, there's so many ways you could fix
Yeah.
them. It's like Alfred, there's so many solutions to that problem.
Yeah, let's not go into Alfred now.
No, but one of them, one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
So Merkwood spiders, they'd be
Because
pretty
there's some
hard.
of the Hobbit models. Bard. It's just he's a great profile.
When I say he's too expensive, that doesn't include his 10-point tax of yours. I think that probably only makes him about 5 points too expensive.
Yeah, but it's not that he's too expensive necessarily. It's more that you're paying so much for a defense 4.
Yeah, defense 4 is Bard's huge letdown.
For the normal Bard.
Yeah.
Not the later Bard.
He's actually very good in the game. I've used him a few times and found it very great as a troop killer. But defense 4
was great. But then the unfortunate thing about the blue coated Bard is that he kind of still pays for all of that goodness that he got with his shooting, but then can't access that unless he has the wind lance.
Because he's then vastly overpowered, isn't he? Because he loses both, he loses that functionality. He also has a special rule that's just about the wind lance, which requires him to pay the points for the wind lance.
But he can get a horse and the defense 5, so he is better. But if you compare that to say Thranduil,
I don't know if he's better.
No, he's not.
I think the other one might be better.
For the role he
for the role. I think original Bard. I mean, obviously, if you've got as soon as you've got
it's
like
a fun
2
profile though.
Yeah, they both are.
Like it's as if they've been written without tournaments in mind, which is
which is a great thing. Which is
like
cool.
if I was taking a Lake Town militia army, I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
If he
absolutely.
costs 10 points more than he should.
And I think the thing is, as soon as you've got 2 militia warbands, he gets vastly more worth it because he's
got a lot around them. Yeah.
And he increases their fight.
Yeah, and you know what It's like with anything like that, if you can spam with cheap things, then him being overpointed doesn't really matter. You've got a big hero and a lot of troops, so it's still competitive.
Yep.
Anyway, Bayon's another interesting one, because Bayon is very good, but 200 points is an awful lot of points to chuck at one model. Worth it?
Yeah, I think, again, I costed him up last year. I think he came out as like 20, 30 points too expensive, minus your tax.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to have him a bit cheaper just so you can field that kind of army a bit easier.
His real problem though is it's a very tricky thing about balancing, because what if you don't get the bear? Like if you're paying 200 points for the bear, not for the man, and you might not get the bear. I think it was Jamie said he shot him to death once before he turned into a bear. And it's like that. But then equally you can't pay for the man.
No.
And
Get the bear.
And get get the bear option.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Someone, in case this ever comes up in your games, someone once, I think at a tournament, it might have been on the One Ring, said, I think he can start in bear form. And he goes, and then they rules lawyered it, and they said he can. It doesn't say he has. It doesn't say he has to start in human form. It says at the start of any turn he can try and change form, and the answer to that is fair enough. Start in bear form. How many points is Bayon the bear? You go and look. Bayon the bear doesn't have a points value, so you can't put him in your army. It's true. So you go. It says Bayon man 200 points, and then underneath it says Bayon bear, and there's no points value.
There you go.
So you can't buy the bear.
Cheers for that useless piece of information.
Not useless. It's really handy against morons.
Okay.
Against you, for example.
Yes. Good point. So one of the things we've talked about before, I don't know if we talked about on here, is how good Thorin's company work together as a team in terms of the rules. They really, Adam Trout, when he wrote them, really thought about the synergy that they'd get together, and has made them a lot more viable.
Like feeling Keeley, being able to swap.
So, yeah. It's possibly my favourite rule.
It's the best rule ever.
I was very pleased when you made use of it in the back row.
Yeah, it's totally OP.
Anyway, how do you make the fellowship better? So let's start from scratch. We're now doing the fellowship journey book again. What should change?
Fun. Are we getting paid?
No.
Oh. What did change?
Yes. Aragon, fight 7. I think that's the only change you need to make with Aragon.
Yeah.
I think he's very good.
Yeah. Is he as good as Glorfindel in a fight? Should he be the same fight value as an elf lord?
The Glorfindel should be 8.
I don't think Bolg and Azog should be fight 7.
No.
But there's a natural assumption. See,
because you've got that Creep and Old of Legolas up there.
Yeah, but again, Legolas is a 3,000-year-old elf.
Yeah.
And Thranduil's an elf lord.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's necessarily that bad that Legolas would be a higher fight value than Aragorn.
But I think Aragorn would beat Bolg.
Yeah, but then I think that's a problem with Bolg and Azog. I don't think it's a problem with Leggy.
Yeah.
They say Aragorn's the greatest warrior of his age. Alright, is he as good as an elf lord? Maybe not. Don't know. But I wouldn't have a problem with him being fight 7.
Let's ignore the fight 7.
I just don't think it's as horrendous as people make out that Thranduil is fight 7.
It's not horrendous that Thranduil's fight 7. But if you're thinking of anyone to be fight 7...
Yeah, Aragorn's he's the man. Because what's Elendil and Isildur?
7 for Elendil.
So there's your kind of little family heritage.
Isildur.
So there's definitely an argument for it.
Yeah. Gimli, I think, is fine as he is. Very strong. Legolas, I mean, depends if you take the new profile.
Yeah, I think either of them.
I think in the fellowship form you need him as the new profile just without Orcrist.
Yeah.
You need the 3 attacks. You don't necessarily need the fight 7.
Yeah, you need another.
Yeah.
I mean, they do have their 3. If you think you've got the Thorin's company got Thorin, Dwalin, Glorfindel.
Yeah.
They've got Aragorn, Boromir, Gimli.
Yeah.
So they've got their big 3.
Yeah, I think but there's not as much. There's not as many as them. And bear in mind, there's more Hobbit chaff.
Yeah.
But I think there should be a special rule between Legolas and Gimli, not combat synergy.
sort of like a free hero
if
combat.
If they're in a fellowship.
Because they're trying to outdo each other.
Yeah, it'd be like, that still only counts as one or something.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
How would you do it?
Because you'd also bear in mind that their rules, even though they were slightly adjusted, their basic core rules and stat lines were written before Fellowship came out.
Yeah.
They read the script,
Yeah.
but they hadn't seen the film. I think you'd get different rules having seen Return to the end of Return of the King about how the Fellowship interact.
I think a free hero combat between one of them can. How would you do it? Maybe
like if Gimli
is
or
behind
Legolas kill a model, the other one can do a free hero combat.
No, it should be whoever's behind on kills during the game. So it'd be Gimli to start with, gets a free hero combat.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So they're trying to catch up.
That sort of thing to encourage you to keep a kill count between the two of them would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay. But I think the profiles...
We did that when we played that massive Helm's Deep game.
Yeah.
We kept a kill count between them. But then Legolas got killed and the whole thing felt a bit morbid.
Yeah.
We had to stop.
Yeah.
Gimli was just chopping up orcs and he was like, 24, 25, stop it guys, the elf's dead.
Yeah. Okay, and then Boromir I think is fine as he is. I really like the Boromir profile.
Yeah, I suppose now would we give him 3 fate? Because you don't you don't follow the rules that just because they die.
One fate. I think I quite like the 6 might.
Thorin's got 3 fate as King Under the Mountain.
Yeah,
spoilers.
Yeah. No, but I like the 6 might play off with the. You have to go and use it. But he should have a rule with Merry and Pippin. I don't know what exactly. Any thoughts?
Will tickle.
Yeah.
Give him a bit of a hug.
Okay.
Something.
Yeah.
Someone should be a banner for the Fellowship. Like I think Frodo maybe should be a banner for the Fellowship. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. But something with Boromir, protect the little ones.
Protect the little ones.
No, protect the little ones.
Protect the little ones. I did it wrong.
I don't know what if he's within 3 and
maybe like can't die. Like if Merry and Pippin are alive, he refuses to die.
He gets unlimited fate.
Unlimited
fate. He gets 2+ fate.
As long as Merry and Pippin are alive. So turn 1, you set up Merry and Pippin in a house.
No, they'd have to be within 3 inches of Boromir. Maybe get some Arkenstone style fate with Merry and Pippin around.
Because then what do you do as a threesome? Do you chuck them up, knowing that they'll get slaughtered, but that Boromir will destroy everything for about 4 turns?
Okay, that would work quite well. And then Frodo's a banner.
All the hobbits would have to have supporting roles, like the little minnow dwarfs do.
Yes.
So
Sam could definitely have a minnow role.
Like cook some food and give them a wound back, or
give them.
Pippin could be a moron and make them all laugh. You could give everyone a will point back because they all kind of talk about Pippin behind his back.
Yeah. Yeah, Merry and Pippin could give will back, maybe. Well,
similar to the kind of Bomber and Oin and Ori rules.
Yeah.
Return kind of might will off.
Sam could give fate back, you'd imagine, something like that. A bit like the mirror.
How?
No, roll a 4+ on a go.
Irritate everyone.
What do you mean?
Sounds quite irritating.
I don't think that gives you a fate though.
No, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Mary's good.
Yeah.
You could give people stuff.
Okay.
But they need, that's what they're lacking. They need those synergy rules that gives if you take the Fellowship.
What about Gandalf?
I kind of agree with the guys that as shown in the films, 2 attacks wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think it'd be good. I think he deserves 2 attacks.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd make him particularly overpowered.
I like his rules though.
Yeah.
I like his ring's good.
Yeah.
Glamdring's good.
Yeah.
Make Glamdring an Elven Blood. Make Sting an Elven
Still
Blood.
in it. Yeah. And yeah, you'd give the hobbits something, like you'd make them all the Shire profiles with the 2 attacks. Like they're still rubbish, they've got fight 3, strength 2, defence 3, but at least give them 2 attacks.
You have a rule for Frodo, can
we? Yeah.
For Frodo!
How would you word that? Sorry if I'm coughing.
Again, like, maybe Frodo's he's a like tabletop banner. If he's on... Or tabletop extra attack or something. Just that as long as Frodo's alive, the whole Fellowship will desperately try and protect him.
Yeah.
We're saying you say keeps the hobbits alive a bit longer.
Yeah.
Although in my experience, if you've seen the Black Gate battle report, the hobbits don't need any help staying alive.
Well, here's one from Aragorn. He can use his mighty hero and distribute it to anybody in the Fellowship.
It's pretty good.
So if he's not used it, anyone can be like, I'm using Aragorn's mighty hero.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's what they need. They need to be a unit rather than 9 separate heroes. Yeah. And the hobbits need to have a purpose.
Yes.
Cool. Anyone else?
Yes, the only other a couple more things. One is Gerzo MCC or MUC. Don't really know how we're pronouncing that. Probably completely wrong. Asked if there are any copies of SBG left. We're filming on Monday. We're filming early this week, and the last one
When today?
today.
So panic not if you're now thinking, well, why haven't I got my copy? Like, if you emailed us by Monday evening, there's four now waiting to go out. The last 4. If you emailed us, you've got it. So yeah. If it was after Monday, we're done. Although we're not done, are we?
Yes. No.
Because we think we're going to do another run.
Yeah.
Yeah? We don't know yet. We need to have a serious chat about financials. But there's still the magazines. Thank you, obviously, to everyone who's got one. The magazines are still moving at a semi-steady rate, and we think we'll be able to shift another 50 over time. So we think we might get one.
Yeah, I mean the major issue from our point of view is just that it's a large outlay every time just to get the order, because you can't buy 1 or 2 copies. You have to
50 is the minimum we can order. So if you want to send us some free money, like, just put it in an envelope and send us the cash. Don't do that.
No.
Please don't do that.
No, do it to the PayPal account.
Yeah,
Don't want any loose change.
No. We're like the Queen. Tom's like the Queen.
But in all seriousness, it would help if you are interested in a copy that you let us know, because the more people who kind of shout at us saying,
if in the next week, like 10 people, or in the next one, like 10 people say yes, I still want
or
one.
10 people donate, then we're going to have to.
Then we know, okay, great, there is still that demand for it.
Yeah.
But I think we will. We're not certain yet, but we never thought we'd get rid of this many, kind of this quick. So it's great. It's a good problem to have.
Yeah.
But as of right now, unfortunately, no, there aren't any. But as we say, if you donate, then I think it's relatively likely we'll get some more in. If not, if we do decide to get some more in, we'll let you know when we have.
Yes, I think the only difference really for you is that if you donate now, you've got a longer waiting period, because we have to go to the printers, sort it all out with them, and it's not the quickest process.
What's very exciting is that as I tap my laptop here, we're looking at issue 2. You can't see it. You're not allowed.
Look at all those placeholders.
There's a lot of placeholder images.
Look at that.
I probably could show you this page, to be honest. It would really give away a lot.
Look at all that Latin filling the space.
So the document is underway. We are working on it.
That looks snazzy.
We've got some more articles in. We had one yesterday from a mystery contributor, which is really cool.
We've had a few mystery contributors recently.
Absolutely. I got to read that last night for the first time. I was very impressed, and I think you guys are going to enjoy issue 2 when it comes out.
It's definitely going to be better than issue 1.
Yeah, it's definitely better.
Definitely.
So good. So good. Like, so much wow.
That's because we've not finished our articles, so there's nothing dragging it down at the moment.
Yeah. So as soon as we put those in, content will go.
Yes.
But yes, so
we're making steps.
Yeah,
I'd say strides, but we're making steps.
We also had a key event on Sunday that has been holding us back.
Yes.
We got some stuff. We need to do some stuff.
Yes. Big thanks to Lily for driving me somewhere.
You have to be driven somewhere to get something.
Yes.
That's pretty exciting.
Yes.
So yeah.
The car broke down today. Yes. It's a good job that
because of the weight of all the wow.
The wow had gone out of the car by this point, which was good. But yeah, I think the car had too much wow.
Too much wow.
Overdose of wow.
So yeah, now we've got that, we can crack on with another part that we couldn't do before, which is very exciting.
It is super exciting.
So thanks to you, you know who you are.
Yes.
So yeah, unfortunately we don't have any physical copies left, but we hope that we will have some in the future.
Yeah.
In the relatively near future. If
Yeah.
if you are interested, please do donate, and
we'd never take a donation and not provide something. We'd either if we couldn't provide a physical copy, we'd either say, you know, well, you can keep that for not having to pay for issue 2, or you know, we can refund or whatever.
Yeah, you're back.
You know, we're not going to diddle anyone.
The thing is as well, I think by this point, I'd hope that we've kind of proven ourselves, not over the last 4 months. You know, it's not like we've got a fanzine, donate.
Yeah.
Everyone donated, and then we legged it to Cuba.
Yeah.
You know,
I think we've been pretty efficient at getting stuff to people.
I don't think we've had any gone missing or anything.
So it's
just
just the
time we
one-
sent the one to the wrong
And
person.
that was next day delivery.
Yeah. The guy ordered it. Some of you have seen this on the Facebook, but someone ordered a coffee, and on the same day that we got it, the order, we put it in the envelope and we posted it the next day. So it arrived at the house under 24 hours after he donated, and we were so pleased. And then this post floating up on the Facebook group going, is so and so on this group, because I think I've got your copy of SBG. And we just sent it to the wrong house because we were so excited. But then thankfully that guy then sent it on, which was lovely. So thank you.
Very lovely.
Such lovely people.
Yes. Such idiots.
Such idiot, wow.
To be fair, I gave you the wrong address.
Oh.
That was my fault.
Yes, it was.
I still maintain you should have realised that you'd already written that address once before.
I write a lot of addresses. Not my fault.
No.
Not my fault.
No, my fault. Anyway, yeah, there's now one more comment, which we were actually going to do, but Doom Bunny, well, he actually asked for a lot of segments in the Palantir. He wants a trivia segment. I'm sure we can do a trivia segment.
Yeah. Do you want to do one each? The only rule of this trivia segment is that you're not allowed to use the internet.
Yeah.
Alright,
Clearly not.
Yeah. How will we know you didn't use the internet? We won't. Alright, but what do you prove? If you go off and Google the answer, you've done nothing. So, yeah. If we both ask a trivia question, and then, you know, be honest with yourselves. If you know it, write an answer. If you don't know it, don't Google it.
Yeah.
That's all we can do here. And then maybe we'll do trivia every week. Have you got one?
Yeah, you go first then.
Alright. In the works of Tolkien, who or what was Stibber? That is, I believe, S-T-Y-B-B-A. Might be S-T-Y-B-A. Who or what was Stibber?
Interesting question.
Thanks, Tom.
Now you can do a book question.
A butt question?
A book.
Oh, a book.
You ignorant.
I've done my book question. Are you doing a film question?
No, I was going to do a SBG related
Oh,
question.
how exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to say, my question was going to be along the lines of all the models in the range, can you name all of the ones that have 3 attacks, but don't have 3 might or 3 wounds? So they have 3 attacks, but they don't have 3 might or 3 wounds.
Are there very few of them then?
I don't know if there are any.
I know one of them.
There you go. Don't say anything.
I'm not allowed to answer.
Without looking at your rule books.
So have 3,
3 attacks.
but don't have 3 might or 3. I know 2 of them.
There you go.
I think
3
2.
Yeah.
So yeah, there are some.
Yeah. I definitely know one.
I definitely know 2.
Good.
So what do they have to write them down and then hope that no one else reads their comment?
Yeah, you can do ... spoiler ...
What is it? Okay, well there you go.
Yep.
Let's try and get the set.
Yeah.
3 attacks, not 3 might, not 3 wounds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trivia segment. But that's not what.
So that's trivia segment.
Yeah. What was the other bit?
The other bit was a reboxing video instead of an unboxing to mix things up.
Reboxing, good. I'm not sure how that would work. No. You want us to put things back into a box? Like start with a model? So I'll tell you what, I've got these elves. I could get one of these and then break it apart and put it back into a blister. Maybe that sort of thing. Alternatively, just download the videos from YouTube and play them backwards. That'll work. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll just put one of them backwards.
But the more serious suggestion is that we do a music segment. Expertly demonstrated by Damian. A bit of a ventriloquist as well. And Matt Rondo also kind of seconded this, saying that we should release our versions of Lord of the Rings songs on iTunes.
Absolutely.
Because they would make
big massive hits. And Doom Bunny's specific request was after your outstanding piano work last week.
Yes. Well, it was more.
It was piano.
This is what I had to work with. I know it's plugged in, it's not going to go well. But I was playing on this, which is not very easy.
The specific request this week, and we're actually quite fond of the idea of a musical segment, was for The Edge of Night by Billy Boyd. Home is Behind, yeah. And we gave it a good 2 practices.
Yeah. Whole 2.
We were going to do it.
Yeah.
But what's happened tonight, Tom?
We've been interrupted an awful lot. You may have noticed interruption warnings flashing up on the screen. We've had the last few times we've been really good. We sailed through.
Yeah, I don't know how long this Palantir will be, but it's taken us over 3 hours.
We have no concept of how long we've been talking on because we keep getting interrupted.
It's taken over 3 hours to get the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we were going to do a musical segment with beautiful singing.
Yes.
But alas, now it's 1:45 in the morning, and Emma's asleep.
Yes.
And as I said to Tom, it'll wake her up. She'll get annoyed. She'll come in here and she'll interrupt us again.
Irony.
Irony. So we'll save the musical segment for when we return as well.
Yeah, after I'm back from America.
Yeah.
But I think we nailed it.
Yeah. It'll be very, very strong.
Yeah. And there's a lot in the tank there.
Oh, yeah.
The mug reviews are kind of dwindling as we run out of mugs, but we're back.
Damian's t-shirt review, that's coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Very good. Maybe you leave the keyboard bit to me. Cool. Done. Comment review's done.
Comment review's done.
I've
After
no idea
3.5 hours.
No idea how far through we are.
We've kind of expanded on a lot of the comments.
Yeah, as we always do.
As we generally do. But I think...
Thank you very much for your comments as always.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should always say that.
Yeah, we do appreciate them.
Do.
We would have no show without your interaction.
No.
So thanks for that. Sorry if this week it was all a bit all over the place.
Yeah. And I think people are quite good at, knowing to ask a Palantir style question as opposed to a speak friendly question type.
Wider questions that kind of involve discussion rather than yes or no topics, which is always helpful.
Yes.
So thank you for that. Yeah. But we will return.
Yeah.
In 2 or 3 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, we hope you've enjoyed this.
Is that it? We're done.
Is that not it? That's what you
it
said?
Can be it. I wasn't.
Don't have to cut it.
No, it's fine. Keep going.
Is that not it?
I don't know.
What are we missing?
Well, we were potentially going to talk about that.
Oh,
but we
God, that's a whole topic.
Yeah, that's a big one. But we need to see how long.
I think we've got enough.
I think we've got enough.
I think there's genuinely...
Yeah, there is.
Probably enough, isn't there?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, but...
I think there is. Maybe just put up a note being like, we have no idea what time we're on because we're all...
We'll just say it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so, because of all those disruption stuff, as I said, we've been filming for over 3 hours on and off with pauses, and we have no concept whatsoever of how long this video is.
It's quite difficult to tell by looking through the segments as to how long it is.
So, it's 20 minutes long, we're sorry, but I have a funny feeling it isn't 20 minutes long, and we've done plenty. But as always, we hope you've enjoyed it, and we will return Tom's Away next week.
Yeah.
We might be back the week after that.
But if not, I mean, it may just come out of sync slightly, I don't know. But
maybe a guest host. What if there's a guest? What if I put in 2 weeks' time, there's someone on standby? Probably not then.
Depends who it is.
Who is there like a list of acceptable substitutions?
I mean, they'd have to be quite like me.
There's a block of wood downstairs.
Yeah, that might work.
Grinner?
Would also work. I was thinking more like Ian McKellen would be an acceptable.
Ian McKellen.
Yeah, he'd work.
Yep.
I think you could get him quite easily.
Yeah, definitely.
Pop over on a Tuesday evening.
My mate Tom said he's quite like you.
I didn't mean it like that.
How do you mean it?
I was just minding people who would do a good enough job.
Ah, yeah, he'd be good.
Yeah.
Ian McKellen would be alright. I think he'd enjoy it.
Kids out of Narnia wouldn't get in.
Not invited.
Well, you wouldn't invite them.
No, definitely not. Emma Watson,
Mm-hmm.
who's playing Belle.
Yeah. I think we talked about this off camera as opposed to on camera.
In the new live action version of Beauty and the Beast, which is very exciting.
Yeah, he's going to get all excited about Beauty and the Beast. We'll do a trailer around it, breakdown.
Trailer breakdown of Beauty and the
Everything.
Beast. And maybe get Tom DeLonge on, because at the time of writing, he might not be in Blink-182 anymore, which makes me very sad, because I'm a big fan.
You can also be our guest to whoever you get as the guest host on the Palantir.
Yes. Anyway,
yes,
I think it's fair to say we've gone a bit D-Mob happy.
Yeah.
It's all gone a bit off. So, yeah, it's been a strange evening for us.
Yes.
We will see you. Have a lovely time, America.
Thank you.
And we'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
As ever, don't forget to comment, like, share and subscribe.
Follow us on Facebook and like us on Twitter. Or the other way around.
Fine. Support your Hobbit hobby.
And happy strategy. Battle gaming.
Boom.